Yeah, hi, Abdul. That's just a very catchy topic, but when was the last time you people had fun dealing with the city? I mean, when were you really excited when you had an issue and you wanted to talk to city people? Anybody? Well, I hope by the end of this you will, definitely. A little about me, just a startup company called GeoVitix. What we try to do is use location and business technologies to really create smarter solutions. Some of the issues I have been involved with created Wazoo, one couple of bunches of some prizes. But again, what makes a city engaging? What do we need to do to make the city engaging? A bunch of different stuff, talking, it's all really good, and everybody can say, well, this is engagement. That's good. But when do you get that excitement? So the current engagement philosophy has been, which is a really good one again, depending in make everything online, make everything accessible to the people. And that is good, so as long as it doesn't excite people. Yeah, as long as it doesn't excite the people, it's not reaching its end goal. So what is Kansas City right now is it has a really good interface, but it's only suited to a desktop environment, meaning you do it on a laptop or a desktop at your office, wherever you are at your home. It's not really exciting. If you want to find something while you're on the road, you can't do that. And Kansas City has a ton of location data. It's all about the parks and the city council districts, the bike maps and everything, but everything is at its own different place. And if you want to access it, go onto a laptop, go onto a website, try to access it, and that's what the experience is. How do we migrate to a 21st century Kansas City? Well, simple. Try to put that information on a mobile phone, because this is what you carry every time, wherever you are. So if you have that same information on your cell phone, it makes a whole lot of difference, and let's see what it means. First thing is you can get to know your representatives. You just click on the map, and those are actually the representatives of the current district right now. So you can feel that engagement. You can feel that, okay, I know who my representative is. I can talk to him, or I can email him right from my cell phone. All those access to the location of the different stuff, the parks, the recreations. We have like 220 parks, somebody said, 48 different fountains throughout the Kansas City. But when you have that same information on your mobile phone, on your hand, you can feel that. How about an events calendar of all the different activities of the events that the Kansas City has? And then right away you can say, if you're really interested in something, maybe the parks board meeting, you can set up a reminder right there on your cell phone. So whenever the meeting is up, at least you have a reminder saying, hey, if you're interested in this, you can join it. And then lastly, the 311 services. I know 311 service does have a digital component to it. Maybe you can use a Twitter, but this really changes the whole dynamic of a 311 service, wherein you just click in on the app, it gives you all the different options. You have an issue to report, right? Wherever you are, whatever location you are, just open up the app, enter all the information that you have the issue with, and then just keep entering the information. So the engagement process keeps building as you start using it more and more. What about photos? You see something broken right there. You take a picture either from your own cell phone, you take a picture right there. You know what the picture is, you know what the issue is, just take it right there. It's all in your mobile phone. So when you see this thing, you feel, man, this is really cool. I can really engage with the city. How about you find something, you don't know what the location is, you're trying to look for the street name or something. You don't have to, you're already there, you have the map, you have the Google Maps, everything. Just open up your phone, open up the Kansas City app. Hey, here's the location and here's what the problem is. And you can see that excitement. And what about some examples of what people have done? With an example of crowdsourcing. A city in Mexico, they started this vigilant taxi driver program where they were cited for a near perfect blend of technology and citizen participation. And again, that's a very fancy term, but again, it's only a way to engage the people in what they are doing. And this is what the results they came up with. 10,000 reports per month from 3,500 different drivers, recovered stolen vehicles, identified counterfeiters, dismantled gangs, car theft gangs, and even saved lives because people were right there on the spot. What are some of the other uses of this KC1 mobile app? Education opportunities for the kids, how to involve the kids, how to get them excited about their neighborhoods. Just give them the phones because that's what they are doing all the time anyways. Have them map their neighborhoods, have them map the trees in their neighborhood, find out how many trees there are. That's where the citizen engagement gets critical, because when we use the crowdsourcing concept, when you get people excited, you get them really engaged. You really want something from the people, and they're really trying to do it as well. And also the open data potential, the talk about opening up the Kansas City data, it's going to be huge. But we have to find the tool to really integrate that into our day-to-day lives. And this one mobile app will really go a long way in trying to integrate all the different information so that we can really engage in the city and meeting with city officials. So, it's all in our hands. We just have to do it. So hopefully from now on, you can be excited when you talk to your city officials and say, hey, I just send this report and, what's the latest on that? So thanks a lot.